Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Blackbird, issue number 4. All right, starting with the next comic book, it's about to get real. that's just my understanding of this. The comic book is fun, but next issue is going to get real. All right, let's actually talk about this issue. All the issues, I'd imagine. Blackbird is created by Jen Bartel, who is the artist, and Sam Humphries, who is the writer. The layout artist is Paul Reinwand. Colorist Triona Farrell, and letterer Jody Wayne. Dylan Todd does the designs, and Jen Bartel does the main cover. Sana Takeda does the variant cover. So Nina discovers that the great beast, so to speak, is her mom. And it's like, who's the great beast? Yo, mama. So the guy Clint, his father is the head of this one order. Nina's mom, Gloriana, I think her name was, is the head of her own order. One of them is Iridium, I can't remember. Anyway, so this is like we're all of a sudden getting an idea that there's a bunch of different clans of magic. It's not just paragons in general. And some clans have more soldiers, some clans have more paragons, some clans have more gems, so they all have their own little supply, and they're kind of making alliances with each other. So essentially, this is the mafia, but with magic, and that's actually really freaking badass, okay? This is not like a Harry Potter thing where a couple different houses of, Hogwarts or something. No. This is actually different clans, different families. And they're not clowning around. They've already had wars before. They're trying to keep the peace. At the same time, some of them are more anxious for war than you'd think. Some are maybe just bluffing. It's hard to tell right now, but dude, this is getting real. Now, on top of that, Freddie Alexis, is that her name? LAPD detective Freddie Alexis. Yep. She is she's a detective who's actually researching the magic stuff. She's got basically a cold case file, and she understands that some of these people who are supposed to be dead are actually alive, and they're actually magicians and stuff like that. It's all like really freaking weird. And she's trying to milk Nina for some information, but Nina was made to forget. Now that actually set me back, and I was literally, I don't know that I was about to close the comic book. If I had bought a digital copy, I may have. I'm not entirely sure. Probably not. Probably wouldn't have. I'd probably skimmed through the end. But that literally, that threw me back. I'm like, dude, I don't need to read a comic book where she forgets stuff, because as the audience, I already know what's going on. I already know that her mom is still alive. Her mom is this and that, and she's in charge of this, and she could do that, and whatever, So if she forgets, I'm pissed. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that in a comic book. But that happened at around the middle. And then at the end, it seems like she remembers again. She gets a lot of what's going on again. And she does this by actually becoming more in control of her magic and making an assault. She actually makes a full frontal assault against her mom's house, it looks like. And she's letting the people there know, she's putting them on notice that I want to talk to my mom, and she'd better come and talk to me. This is actually kind of cool. So I don't know if she's going to be on her mom's side. It's probably going to be, like it's a familial thing. Her mom abandoned her. We don't know exactly why her mom abandoned her. She was the crazy one, but that's just her perception. Why exactly did her mom abandon her? Because she didn't want to hug her. Her mom didn't want to hug Nina when she came there. She wouldn't even talk to her until the very end when she told her to forget. She cast a spell on her. So starting next issue, it looks like it's going to get pretty freaking violent, pretty wicked, with Nina running around just kicking a whole bunch of butt. Now, if that's not actually what's happening, hopefully it's still at least going to be somewhat interesting, because this is a really, really good comic book. If you're into magic at all, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, to me at least, this is a different take on magic users in general, in comic books, in obviously fantasy. I don't even know where else to go with this. Like, I'm just looking forward to the next issue. I feel like everything hangs on the next issue. If the next issue falls flat, I don't think I'll be getting issue 6. But right now, I'm all on board for what's about to happen in the next issue. As long as she stays badass, then we good. All right, that's going to be it for me, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.